Epidemic, and the victims are children. We're talking, of course, about type 1 diabetes.
According to research by the University of Pennsylvania, the number of cases has increased 70% over the past 2 decades. As NBC 10's Chris Cato reports, a local man knows very well there's a lot of support for kids living with this disease.
Nate Keeney doesn't like needles now, so you can imagine his terror when, as a little boy, a doctor told him what he would have to do to manage his newly diagnosed disease.
For a 6-year-old who's, in kindergarten, telling him he has to take injections every day and test your blood, prick your finger for your blood sugar, it's scary.
Nate eventually got an insulin pump, which eliminated the needles, but was a constant reminder that he's different from the other kids.
How do I explain to my friends I'm diabetic? And it's just, my whole life changed.
His life changed again at age 8 when his mom forced him to go to a new summer camp in Schwenksville called Camp Freedom.
I cried all the way there because I didn't want to go. I cried all the way home because I didn't want to leave.
There, Nate found himself surrounded by 100 other kids with type 1 diabetes.
It gave me a support system that, I'm not this young kid experiencing this alone.
He's been to camp every year since 2001 and is now a head counselor, teaching kids that diabetes doesn't have to put limits on them. And that's just his summer job.
Let me get to the website.
At camp, Nate was recruited to work for the American Diabetes Association. He coordinates special events like the one coming up November 1st, Step Out, Walk to Stop Diabetes. Philadelphia's is the largest in the country, and this year, with the help of 6,000 walkers, they hope to be the first to raise $1 million. Money that will fund programs like Camp Freedom and, more importantly, says Nate, research to find a cure.
Not only for me, but for my friends and for my campers.
And listen to this. 5 years after Nate was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes, so was his brother at age 13, which is why raising money to fund research for a cure is such a personal cause for them. Chris Cato, NBC 10 News.
Step Out, Walk to Stop Diabetes. It's this Saturday, November the 1st. Next Saturday, kicks off at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Registration begins at 8. You can sign up to walk with Team NBC 10, and it's your chance to donate to a good cause and get some great exercise at the same time.
Now, your NBC 10.